How's it going, Caps?
Hey.
What just happened?
We just lost to NG in the quarterfinal.
How are you feeling?
Pretty sad, I guess. I don't really know what to say. When I was like 5, I used to sit next to my brother when he was on his PC playing, and I used to just sit and watch him.
With all games I played, it was my cousins introducing me to the games, and at first they would be like 10 times better than me and teach me how to play the games.
I could imagine I was probably asking a lot of questions as well, which is probably annoying if you're sitting and playing, so he probably got annoyed at times.
In all games, at some point, I would just be so much into it. Eventually I would just get better in them. I'm like really competitive, so if I really get into something, then I just try hard for my life to get better because I really refuse to lose.
My name is Martin Lynge. I'm a commentator in League of Legends where my screen name is Deficio. I commentate in Europe where we have all the best teams from around Europe competing every single week against each other. And I also get to commentate the World Championships where all the best teams in the world come together and fight against each other.
Former kings of Europe, Fnatic have made their way through play-ins to make a crash landing here at Worlds.
I'm not sure exactly how old I was when I started playing League. I know it was in 7th grade. I started right after Miss Fortune got released.
It was before season 1. I don't actually remember how old I was, but I assume I would be like 10 maybe.
So League of Legends, it's a 5 versus 5 video game where basically your goal is to kill the enemy base and kill the enemy team so you win the game. And each game just lasts between like 30 to 50 minutes, then you're done and then you're ready for the next one.
I started playing League, then some of my friends jumped with me. The difference was just that I started playing a lot of solo queue while everyone else was still playing together. I started trying to just get as high as I could myself while everyone else was just focusing on having more fun, right? I started climbing and I got like Challenger in season 4.
I think in around season 3 I got to Diamond 1 and I started playing with the pro players, and after that got to Challenger in season 4.
Just focus on being solid, being consistent, and recognizing what our win condition is and how we actually win the game. As long as we play consistent, we're better than these guys, so we'll win eventually.
On 3, okay?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, Fnatic!
Lane swaps, we did say it in Champ Select as a possibility. Here we go. Gigabyte Marine's going to do this again.
Just pushing forward, just Punch comes in. Paranoid! 5 minutes into the game! But still, Gigabyte Marines, they're not quite strong enough to end the game. So as though just feeding fuel into the fire. Reckless here with the double drops. That's the triple. He's looking for the quadra. Reckless gets cut down as well. Penta could come out. No way is hungry for it. The team is there. That's it. Gigabyte Marines are gonna take the game!
For sure there were times where my parents weren't happy with me always wanting to play video games. Especially when I was younger, it was like there was a limit on how much I could play and they wanted me to go outside every day. The usual parent stuff.
There was this one day every week where I couldn't touch my PC at all. So yeah, I played a lot. At the same time, my parents also made the rule that, you know, as long as I do well in school, or not even do well, that I just, you know, try and do my homework in school, and then at the same time go to some kind of sports, like I played a lot of soccer as well, then they were happy, and that gave me a lot of freedom to play video games and stuff.
A lot of fights we had over video games, just because of, all I wanted to do was go to school and then go home and play video games. I was lucky, I guess, that both of my brothers were playing that much games, and my brother kind of went pro as well. So in that sense, I missed out on a lot of fights that they probably had.
Teleport comes through, they want to die.
What a great walk from Broxah. Here's a 4-man dive from Fnatic. Ole gonna dive to a tornado. Did he get the direction right? No, Broxah just to be able to get in there. The dive is good, and first blood to Reckless.
Immortals are back out, but they might get baited in here. It looks like Caps is planning a surprise.
Flashes over, looks for the Jonah. He's gonna maybe get Ole. Damage is not enough, but soon no, doesn't save him. Reckless unstoppable with the poison as Broxah takes down Cody. Fnatic pick up the duo lane.
45 seconds on Baron.
Oh, play both the storm. There's the ultimate though. He's the flash. Reckless flashes in there. Oh no! He does get knocked up.
They're gonna lose. Fnatic, they can't commit to this. IMT, they're gonna win the game.
The curves are exposed. This could be bad.
I'm a bit sad right now because we just lost to Immortals in what seemed like a pretty good game for us, and we all thought we would win, and then we just made one big mistake, and then it was just over. Now we just need to get back on track mentally so we can do well against Longzhu in 2 days.
I probably didn't know I wanted to go pro when I was 14, but it seemed like I had a choice because I was challenger already when I was 14. So if I continued playing as much as I did, then it seemed like it would be an option I had to go pro.
At the beginning, I didn't really think of going pro or anything. It was just, something that was fun.
I got the offer from Fnatic. I was 16 at the time, and I told my parents that I wanted to quit school and join Fnatic. And I mean, obviously at first they were like, no, you have to finish school, then you can do it.
At some point during high school, I tried to sit down with my mom and take a look at potential places I could study after the summer holiday, but nothing was really exciting compared to, taking a year off and trying to go pro and play some league.
But I had been to so many events, I had played this for so many years. I had said for a long time I wanted to go pro in it. In the end, they just realized that this is what I really wanted, and I was in 2nd grade in gymnasium, and yeah, I left school, and they were supportive of it.
We basically just made a deal saying that she would support me fully if I would complete high school before trying to attempt going pro. And then after that, she just told me I can play as long as I want, if that's what makes me happy. So I just thought that now I'm gonna finish school, and then it's only gonna benefit me, it's not gonna harm me in any way to finish school, and then I'll just try my best to get to LCS after. And if I don't, then okay, that sucks, but whatever, I'll study some more.
Welcome back to day 4 of the World's 2017 group stage, where it's time for a clash between Europe's Fnatic and the LCK champions, Longzhu Gaming. Longzhu are just playing with their food. 7K gold lead, 20 minutes into the game. Nothing for Fnatic, on the verge of getting perfect game.
And that's the really worrying thing to say. 3-0 into a perfect game, so as to Dawn.
Fnatic are out of options. They've got one last chance, one opportunity to try to seize a fight, but there is nothing in their wheelhouse. There is nothing in the toolkit.
I can only kick off by saying that we obviously, from an organization standpoint, super proud of each and every one of you for what we have accomplished this year. Started out with so many new players. Some players had never been to an international tournament. Here we are, Worlds.
For me, this is my first time ever at Worlds. Everything has just been going so fast. I've only been pro player since December, the start of December. Obviously, I'm really happy and proud that I got here already in my first year as a pro player.
We open up 0-3, which is not great. That's the bad news. The good news is that we have another 3 games to play, and I think none of us want to leave this Worlds by losing each and every game.
We want to show that we were not just the 3rd seed of EU LCS who came to Worlds and then didn't get out of groups. We're actually a competitive team. We just didn't make it work in EU, but we will make it work at Worlds.
It's not impossible. We need to work hard. We need to have a bit of luck, but still possible. A bunch of teams in the world, you know, they are not here. We are here, and we still have this in our hands.
Make it feel alive. Make it feel alive.
Why is he away? What are you doing away? Do you have your stuff with you? Oh no.
Fuck, I forgot my mousepad.
Huh? Wait, do we need keyboards?
We need mousepad. Do you have your mousepad? Let's go.
Guess what they did? They forgot their mousepad and keyboards and shit. That's pretty usual.
It's anyone's game now as the Gigabyte Marines take down Immortals.
They don't have to beat Longzhu. If they can beat Immortals and Marines and no one else beats Longzhu, then you could potentially have a three-way tie at 2 and 4.
But one great fight.
At least Cam won.
I don't even think I spawned time.
They wouldn't.
Yeah, at least Cam won.
The door is open. It's up to Fnatic to take it.
If Fnatic drop this game 0-5 is an unrecoverable scoreline.
Nice.
We win. Dead.
We win. No Ardent.
It's the bot lane, the support going down. 3v4, Immortals forced to run away, but Fnatic, they want this one. The chase forward on Pebble, they're not quite the blade color range, and just barely missing onto that miasma. There's still more to be done. They look for the kill. Reckless gonna come in, and Broxah getting the kill credit on that one. And the flash bar comes in. The insect, but betrays his teammate, and it's gonna be the ace for Fnatic.
Can we end through bot? End through bot? End through what?
Is it gonna be the game, Fnatic? Who's gonna knock him down?
Hit the Nexus. Oh. Yes, man! Yes, man!
It was the most crazy game I've ever played. Like, it was so close, and then we were all hitting the Nexus in the end, and Jesse got it with his last auto attack before he died, and then we won.
That was a tight fucking game.
We had a million games and we just really had to perform at our best every game.
This is a must-win game for Fnatic to try and force that three-way tie to actually still have a chance to get out. Levi's walking out of that bush.
Oh, this is so nice from Soaz. Finds the Q, gets 3-man knockoff, and then now the damage gonna come out. That's first blood already. And Fnatic, they needed to win, and they have done it.
Nice sir.
Good shit.
So now we need to hope for Longzhu to win, and then we play tiebreakers, which will be fun.
Okay, let's play guys fighting. Here's our chance.
Smiles on Fnatic faces, they defy expectations, they're gonna take down Immortals and keep their quarterfinal hopes alive.
Nice guys. One more game.
Fnatic keeping the dream alive, winning 3 of 4 so far today. Only have to put one more together.
It is insane what had to happen to even get us to this point.
The Nexus is open, Noah makes his way back in, but he's not gonna do it. That's a clutch play, and Fnatic do the unthinkable.
We're going to the quarterfinals, so we're all celebrating and really happy. I just think none of us can believe it. It's too insane.
So many expectations defied by Fnatic. No one in this group stage format has come back from an 0-3, let alone an 0-4. They also needed help from other places. An absolutely miraculous run. A Cinderella story for Fnatic.
I mean, I don't know if it's a great accomplishment going 0-4 and then making it out of groups. I mean, I probably prefer going 6-0, but at least we made a good comeback.
I thought I was mentally prepared for it, especially since I've played so many games in Europe and we've played in Hamburg and Paris now. But when you're sitting here in China and playing at Worlds, it's just different. Like, then you start getting nerves, and I felt a bit like a rookie again in a way.
Our next team to be drawn from Pool 2, who's it going to be?
Fnatic.
And it's the European LCS's Fnatic.
Yeah, speaking of just sliding in there, Fnatic made the hero run.
Devs is like me. I'm up Fnatic. Oh, I
RMG Fnatic. What are our thoughts on this matchup? That's a scary LPL squad.
No matter where we end, unless we win Worlds, I'll be unhappy with the results. Because my end goal will always be winning Worlds. And if it's not this year, then I will go aim for it next year.
Any person who's ever done any sort of sports knows that the competition, it's so awesome because we all want to be the best. We all want to win. We all want to show everyone else that we are better than them. And during the World Championships, if you win the whole thing, you get to prove that.
All stars. All stars. I need to win Worlds, so because then Reckless game gives me his spot. At all stars.
That's the deal. We win Worlds, then I give my spot to Caps. That's the deal.
So let's win Worlds.
Win Worlds, guys.
They're like blocking.
It's really insane.
Fnatic have a tough road ahead of them as they try to be the first team to take down a hometown favorite here in the quarterfinals.
Nice. Main thing today, guys, is they come into this game with a ton of pressure, a ton of expectations. I think part of the reason we ran back and 4-0 is because we were just so focused and so calm. I felt like there was no pressure on us when I heard the comms when we were playing last week. So I just want to recreate that same emotion where we just go on and there's nothing to worry about, nothing to regret, and we just focus as much as we can, and we're just calm and we just play the game.
Just go up and enjoy it and live for now and give it all, and you will make it.
Come on, boys. Let's go.
It cost them right there with the summer spells, and now they're going for Uzi.
All right, there's a flash and a rocket jump available. Uzi's not going to be able to do a thing. He just gets Goomba stomped by Caps and Broxah. RNG looking for the kills. Turn their attention to the Nexus. They're looking to kill the Nexus, and Royal never give up. Win game one.
Cow, who has ultimate, he's saving it for when Reckless gets in range.
10 seconds to Nexus. Enjoy. The Nexus is the target. Uzi, me, RNG. They haven't done it. Unbelievable. Fnatic are down 0-2.
You're doing really well. So it's just that little extra step. I know you can make it.
And then we cannot play a slow game.
Well, let's find out which Fiesta wins. MNXG laying the Cataclysm down, but he's got a Guardian Angel to bring it back. Uzi is free hitting everybody on Fnatic. The Rupture throws Fnatic into the air, and Royal never give up. Find 3 kills, throwing their own hands into the air, celebrating the huge team fight win. Reckless gets at least 1.
Look! I'm hitting Nexus.
Yes! Dropping his dead, dropping his dead, dropping his dead.
We got this, we got this.
I'm hitting Nexus.
Yeah. Just take enemy, go Nexus. Go Nexus, go Nexus.
Go Nexus,
Just only Nexus. Only... No, I can't cross Galio.
You can't Galio.
I have kills.
Just go
Nexus
Nexus.
is 2 HP.
I'm dead.
I log it.
Hit Nexus. Yeah.
No.
No,
back.
Nexus. Hit Nexus.
Nexus.
Yes! No, calm down.
Calm down now. Pretty calm. You have the, yeah, but you haven't seen it.
When I go into the series, I'm always just trying to picture myself after getting stumped, and I'm just sitting there, you know, crying without any hope left because now we're just out. And I feel like I perform a lot better if I picture this because then I don't have the same expectations and the same pressure, I guess.
So as continues to go long.
No flash over.
Yeah, win this. Fight. Get the Twitch behind us. Go on Twitch. Twitch behind us. Kerker.
We can have the back. We have the back.
He gets 1. Broxah's poison. That's it. Attention. Cap will be next. It's a double kill for Uzi.
To the end. And the end.
Guangzhou is on their feet. Legends never die. When Guangzhou's calling out your name, RNG advance to the semi-finals.
We're out of Worlds, just lost to RNG. And right now I'm just feeling really... I guess I just feel really disappointed, and it's really bittersweet as well because there were so many close games, like all games were extremely close and we were super far ahead in the first 2, we lost 1/3, and now this game was winnable as well, but we just threw.
I kind of want to say that I'm really happy that we made it to quarterfinals, and especially in my first year, but it just doesn't feel that good because it feels like we could have made so much more. It feels like we were capable of so much more, but it just felt like we didn't give the effort, and that's why right now it just feels kind of sad, I guess.
These players are putting in so many hours every single day, and they want to be the very best. They're working hard towards this goal, just like a professional football player would do. And when they go on the stage and they play, like, it's all or nothing for them. It's not just a hobby anymore. It is a real job these guys have. And I really hope that everyone who's not really considering it a real thing at least just accepts that for us, the fans, the viewers, the commentators, the players, it is a real thing. This is huge for us. This is what we love. This is our hobby combined with also our jobs at the same time.